Welcome back, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're going to take a look at the Springbank 10-year-old local barley, 57.3% ABV. And before we go any further, two things. One, turned my ankle playing basketball, so I'm going to be sitting down for the next couple of reviews. And number two, gotta say thank you to my good friend Keith at the Malted Man Cave. Make sure you guys go check him out. He gave me the rest of this Springbank local barley, and it gave me with a decent amount left. So I've kind of been drinking it, and I gotta tell you, if I don't bring it to you guys, I'm just going to drink it all before I can actually get it on camera. Now, Keith is a huge fan of Springbanks, and I usually rib him about that a little bit as far as being the top for this distillery, but they do make some really good whiskeys. Let me tell you a little bit about this Springbank 10-year-old local barley. It is a lightly peated whiskey, roughly around 20-25 ppm, parts per million. Also is about 30% sherry casks and 70% bourbon casks. So a little bit of sherry maturation in this one, probably bring out some of the darker fruits, and the bourbon casks, which I think do really well with the Springbank spirit. So I'll tell you a little bit about the local barley series. I brought you guys the 16-year-old version. I saw an 11 out there and a 9, and this one here is a 10-year-old. Again, I believe these are all cask strength. I know they're all natural color and they're non-chill filtered. Let's see if there's anything on the back they'd like to tell you about. With all the local barleys, they do source it local, hence local barley. Though I'm pretty sure that a portion of most of their whiskeys have local barley in it, but I believe this one is 100% local. So for this particular one, 9,000 bottles were made, distilled in June of 07, bottled in November of 17. Barley sourced West Backs Farm. Anyway, let's get into it. 10-year-old local barley. I've had a couple chances with this whiskey, so let me show you the color before I get into the nose and the taste. A quick swirl around the glass. Some nice whiskey lines on this one, so you guys can pick that up. They don't move very much. It means we're in for an oily dram. I'll give you a smell. Wow. This nose on this particular whiskey is just unforgettable. I mean, instantly vanilla, honey, and just a very sweet, light smokiness. And instantly I get this very bready quality. It reminds me of when I was a kid, we would very lightly toast bread, just really put it in the toaster for 10 seconds. Pop it back out just so it's firm, and you put some butter on it, but very thin so it'll melt, and then just a little bit of light sugar. And for whatever reason, we ate those because we were young guys and we ate everything when we were in middle school and high school. But it smells a lot like that. Just a very buttery, lightly toasted bread with sugar on it. Man. Keith will inevitably watch this video, and I'm going to have to say it, man. As far as the nose on this one, this is the best nose of any Springbank I have ever tried, including the 16 local barley. For whatever reason, it being a little bit younger, as far as the nose goes, it almost hits a different spot that makes me appreciate the local barley a little bit better. Okay, so besides the things I already talked about, there is a cereal note to it, that barley note. And this is a note that I did get in the 16 kind of predominant. It was a little bit more barley forward, if that's the way to say it. Floral. Nice candied sugary vanilla. Earlier when I said the lightly toasted bread and then the butter thin enough so what bread was toasted would melt it, I almost don't think that it is sugar on top. I almost think you put a little vanilla extract on top. That is what the smell is. Yeah, lightly toasted bread, thin butter melting, and vanilla extract. Wow, what a great smell. Let me give it a sip. So thick and viscous and mouth coating. Wow. I wasn't going to say this off the bat, but This is my favorite Springbank I've ever tried. I definitely prefer it to the 16 local barley. You get vanilla. You almost get like a jelly or a marmalade on the palate. A little bit of light lime. Then there's that smoke coming in. What else am I getting? Vanilla pods, maybe vanilla bean. Man, what just a mouthfeel. On the finish, it almost goes into like a cool, minty basil with plums that's like in other boiled sweets, but definitely a plum. It is an extremely, extremely interesting finish. Yeah, it's plums. A dark plum. Wow, that's really, really nice on the finish on this one. I threw a few drops of water in here. See how it changes the experience. For whatever reason, I made the smoke come up a little bit. Honey comes to the forefront. That breadiness, that buttery vanilla extract bread is still there, but it's not as predominant with water as it was without. And now that I tasted it, I can like smell marmalade on the nose. Which isn't something I was really ever big into, but one of my sisters liked it, and we'd have it at picnics or something when we were younger. And I remember that smell, and that's exactly what it smells like. I tell you what, there's that plum. Now, I tasted the plum, initially didn't pick it up on the nose, but it's there now. All right, one last sip. Man, that mouthfeel just gets you. It's buttery vanilla cream, almost like a light ice cream. A little bit of chocolate. That chocolate goes right into those dark plums. Excellent whiskey. Excellent. Keith, gotta thank you for this one, buddy. To tell you the truth, I'm kind of shocked he gave me the rest of it. When he gave it to me, I don't know, it was low. It was about here. But I've had a chance to have 3 or 4 drams. Actually, this will be the 4th dram of it. On one he left over, and he's a huge Springbank fan. So the fact that I got anything was really a testament to how good of a friend he is. Because I tell you what, he goes over the moon for these Springbanks. But on this one, Keith, you were right. I'm going to give it a whiskey score of 91 out of 100. Tell me if you agree, my friend. Well, thank you to Keith for giving me this bottle. Appreciate you guys for stopping in and getting my thoughts on it. Until next time, I want to thank you for joining or Mike's Whiskey Reviews. And I'll see you in the comment section. And until next time, happy drinking.